I'm fortunate to be here with Bugwash Property co-founders David Bajaya and Brian Washbourne. I'm extremely keen to pass on to the viewers of this video their answers to a few key questions that I have on the subject of their own personal journey to success via strategic property investing. So firstly, Dave and Brian, why did you choose residential property as your financial vehicle to wealth as opposed to, say, commercial property or the share market?
Well, for me, Brian, it was because I knew that I only had to come up with a 10% deposit to invest in residential rather than having to cough up a 30% deposit plus for commercial or industrial or 50% for shares. So, I was just more comfortable with residential like most other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I come from a construction background, as you know, Brian, so all I know is residential property, so that's being something I understood. It was something I was going to stick to.
Yep, fair enough. Would you gentlemen mind letting everyone know what age you were when you first commenced investing in investment properties?
Yeah, well, first investment property was 37.
37?
Mine was 32.
32.
Yep.
Okay. And I'd actually appreciate you following it up by perhaps commenting on what results, if you can remember, on what you achieved over those first 10 years of investing in property.
Yeah, well, for me, 10 years in, I was up to 30. Because whatever I do, I like to get in there and have a red hot crack. So I always had a goal for 30, so I went really, really hard and made it my number one priority and hit 30.
And you, Brian?
Well, in that 10-year period being in the construction industry, I had a building company, so we used to buy a lot of blocks, build a lot of houses and sell them as specky. So I was more of a turnover property sort of a guy back in those days.
Gotcha. Well, look, as a satisfied and inspired property investor myself, I'd like to hear your thoughts on why you and many of your clients have become so very successful from investing when just about everyone knows someone who has not got their money back from property.
Well, firstly, success is a mind game, so you've got to have the right attitude. What makes it a lot easier is if you're buying the right type of properties in the right markets at the right time. Otherwise, it's very, very difficult. So timing is absolutely critical, knowing when to get into the market and knowing when to get out of the market.
And you need the support and help of somebody with that knowledge. You know, there's lots of little things that need to be done in the background to make that journey comfortable, like offset accounts and depreciation schedules and tax variation forms, and there's all these little things that can make that journey really enjoyable. If you don't have those in place, it can be a little bit difficult for someone.
Daunting, definitely.
They'll panic and sell at the wrong time.
Well, investors only have two choices. They've got to try and become experts in their spare time, which most people don't have, or find experts they know, like and trust, with the experience to show them how
Exactly. Well, that wasn't an option for me. My only option was to find, fortunately, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, and we never had people on the way, so we had to learn through our own pain and suffering. Otherwise, we could have got even better results quicker. Yeah.
Now, for those listening, if you are privy to what financial position these blokes are in today, you might rightly question why they continue to do what they do when maybe there's no longer any financial stress that there may well have been in the early days. How would you respond to that line of thinking?
Well, firstly, my wife wouldn't allow me to stay home. And secondly, we absolutely love what we do, super, super passionate about what we do, and we just want to help thousands and thousands of people get better results and set themselves up for an awesome financial future so they can have a better life for themselves and their families.
What about you, Brian?
Well, it's never about the money. The money's always an end result of a job being well done, and the better you can do your job, the more money you can make. So, of course, money's important, and we enjoy the money we make, but that's the last thing we think about, because the more people we can help, the better job we can do, the more money we get to reward ourselves with.
And his wife wouldn't let him stay at home either.
She never would. And I've always believed in the saying, there's no such thing as retirement, it's called giving up. And we're never going to give up.
Excellent. And look, lastly, over the many years you've been mentoring other property investors, have you identified any common qualities in people that you most enjoy working with and that help make the most successful property investors, do you think?
Well, that's an easy one for me. It's the people out there that are just genuinely hungry to set up a better quality life for themselves and their families, and they're humble people, and they're sponges when it comes to learning. It's just people that just genuinely want to really get ahead.
And it's always self-discipline. I punt to everyone, self-discipline is the key to success, because you can talk about how good you're going to be, you can even tell people how good you're going to be, but unless you actually get out there and do something about it, it's never going to happen. So self-discipline after you have the tools to make it work.
Sure, okay. Look, we'll leave it there for today. Thanks both of you for your time, and thanks for all that you're doing to help Sandy and I and our adult kids and my friends and family and countless other people who subscribe to your investment strategy and mindset. Thanks, fellas.
You're welcome,
It's an absolute pleasure, Brian. It's a lot of fun.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.